that's what you missed on Glee.
Hello, good morning, everybody. We are starting just a scooch early because, well, for multiple reasons, but we are going to be doing a 45-minute sprint at the top of the hour. So I wanted to start just a bit early so we could get our introductions in and then dive right into the sprint. Today is a Sprints and Shopping. It's our annual Sprints and Shop Talk that is focused on the upcoming holiday season, and we will get into that after the first sprint. But before we start work for the day, I would like to let my co-hosts introduce themselves and also talk about what you're going to be working on.
Hi, you know who I am. I think I'm going to be reading for this sprint. The body keeps the score with me, so why is it not? Here, I want to start at the very least.
I'm excited to hear your thoughts on that book.
Very nice. And I'm going to be writing because I have 2,000 words to write. So going to get crack-a-lackin', as they would say.
Very nice. And I'm going to be working on a digital declutter. So I think during our first sprint, I'm going to go through my inboxes and try and archive and get, my inbox decluttered, I guess. All right. So, I don't know why that was so funny, but okay. Let's go and say hi to the comments. We have Malin here. She says, "Is this the customer service for the trouble sale? I'd like to return a trouble."
No refunds or returns.
Final
All sales are final.
Hi, Flora, and good morning, Molly. And also, hi, Fadina. How is the retreat so far? I'm having a great time. How about you guys?
I'm having a great time as well. TMI though, I think I'm about to start my period, so that is a little draining.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We move even. And I'm doing great. I'm having super much fun. Yesterday I wrote 3,500 words. So like,
Whoa, what?
I told you that, didn't I? I told so many people. Yeah, I wrote 3,500 words yesterday. So
I read 300,000.
yeah, I wrote 300,000 words yesterday. Half of a wording is nothing.
Oh, a coffee shop hat, I guess.
The power of the coffee shop.
Amazing. Mullen says, "What do you mean no takesies backsies? I was told this was top of the line troubles. I'd like to speak to your manager." And what part of this has not been top of the line for you? Fidina celebrates you. I'm going to go ahead and not exit studio. My bad.
Just going to leave. Just going to head out.
Bye, everybody.
Say goodbye.
Let me get this set up.
Ooh, very beautiful.
I mean, it's snowy here, so I'm really in the mood. Good morning, Laura. Welcome.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's ready for a 45-minute sprintino. Full screen. And now I'm just going to sit here awkwardly until the top of the hour.
I think it's amazing that we didn't start all time, but we started early.
Yeah. Crazy.
Never been done before.
I don't think it has. Happy sprinting. All right.
Hi.
Hello.
Ooh.
How was it? Also, we were informed by the council here that for some reason, not naming any names, this stream is live streaming both in horizontal and in vertical format. And so there might be some people chatting vertically, and for whatever reason, those aren't showing up in our chat.
They are actually. You
Oh,
see, like this one, you see how like in the corner next to the 13 a.m., there's a little phone.
okay, yeah.
Vertical. The only one so far that hasn't shown up is Molly. I'm so sorry, Molly. Are you the only one who I saw in that? Which Molly might have said something like before we went live, and that's why it didn't show up. It's the only thing I can think of. But like I looked, and like Wendy is vertical, and Fadina is vertical, and I noticed that they have the little symbol next to it. I am going to try to keep a monitor on it though, just in case anyone else kind of gets, because I think this is a new thing. So
Yes. Well, and as Anna said, it's that time of the year. It's time to get into the shopping portion of Spence and Shopping. But beforehand, Devesha and Katie, would you like to say what you did for that sprint? How you did for your goals on that sprint?
I made breakfast. I ate breakfast. I read 8 pages.
Nice. Nice. Katie Ann, how did you do?
I did write some words. Hold on, how many did I write? I wrote 200 roughly. And also I did my TikTok for the day because I was going to the bathroom. So I just made it.
On the toilet.
Yeah, literally. I did send it to you, Ms. Mo. And I also am going to post it on Instagram. But it was a really short video. It's for everyone who's not on TikTok, it's the audio that goes, oh, I wasn't sad. I just needed a holiday. And then the holiday portions are showing like a little bit of our writing retreat of like a coffee shop, a good writing day, and a great writing community is like my 3 things that I was like, oh, I wasn't sad. I just needed this. So it was a fun, cute little time. I'm still trying to like wake up and like get this caffeine to get my brain to work. So
Nice. And I did well. As I said at the start, I'm working on a digital declutter today. And I was in one of my emails, which the last time I decluttered it was back in June. And I had 345 unread emails and like 500 something emails in the inbox. And I am down to
Light work.
112 unread emails and 238 emails uncategorized in the inbox. So I've made good progress on that. I would love to get that finished during the next sprint because, it's one of many email accounts that I have. So I've got other things that need to be done, but it'll be good to have that one cleared out. And let's see what people are saying in the chat. We had Lydia say, drop by to tell Wallace that one of the journaling girlies I follow read Adasm and did a lovely spread in her reading journal about her. Her name is Erin Smith. She's on YouTube. I'll have to do Erin Smith. I'll check that out. Thank you so much, Lydia, for letting me know, because if there's one thing I am, it's a narcissist. I love to see people talking about my book. Good morning, Jod. Hello, Sasha. Mullen says, not my next work all being planned exactly for when this timer ends. Sad face. I'm sorry. Cody says, hi, friends. I'm listening to my audiobook. Which one? During sprint, since I'm in corporate slay mode, sending good writing vibes. Oh, yay. Oh, my God. Coven Council. Yes, exactly. Actually, Kate, Becca, and I were talking about, we think we might cast a spell today, a spiritual healing spell, maybe later in the day if you want to join in on that. Wendy says, oh, that explains so much. I was in the other one that switched over. Yes. Oh, I see. Katie was like testing stream mode. Gotcha. You did that on your phone.
It does work. It does work apparently. So if you want to be over in the vertical one for whatever reason, you can, and you will pop up.
You can. Welcome. Cody says the audiobook he's listening to is We Used to Live Here. It's getting wild. All right, well, let's get into the shopping portion of this Sprints and Shopping. So normally in Sprints and Shopping, I have like a whole curated gift guide, my Gooptress, if you will, my Goop Vibes gift guide of like gifts I recommend people get for the holiday season this year for other people. But this year we're doing just slightly different because we are on this retreat and it's a little bit of a truncated hangout. So we're going to spend this first section talking about something. And then the second portion, after our second and final sprint, I'm going to just ask everybody what is like their sugar plum dream gift for this holiday season. So be thinking about that during the second sprint so you can answer that question. For this first sprint, I'm actually going to open a gift live on stream because it's the concept that we're going to be talking about. Because my main recommendation for gift giving this year is to give people blind dates with a book. And my reasoning for that is that I think, especially blind dates with a book, you can get away with giving a book you've like physically read, like almost a used book, if you know what I mean. And so you, from a expense standpoint, you don't need to spend a lot of money on books because, as we can all agree, books are getting kind of expensive these days. Even paperbacks are upwards of $20 depending on where you're purchasing them from. So if you've read a ton of books this year and you have read a book and thought, oh, I think this person would like this book, I recommend you set up them a blind date with a book. I was in Casper, Wyoming, and I went into this horror store.
I know horror store. So.
Yeah.
I heard the other one that was bad.
Yeah. And they had blind dates with a book that weren't just like a wrapped up book and the description, but they also had all sorts of goodies with the blind date to fully make it like a date night. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up on live and we're going to talk about the items that they included. And then we're going to brainstorm other items that you could include in your blind dates with a book. And also, if you just want to talk about like what your ideal blind date, like reading date night with a book would be, or if you have books that you recommend for people to read, like, oh, if you're really into nonfiction these days, here's the best nonfiction book that I've read this year. Lindsay Puckett, I'm talking to you if you're watching, because Lindsay Puckett has been on a nonfiction journey, and I think Lindsay should drop some recs in the comments. All right, so I'm pretty sure everybody's going to know exactly what this book is because I knew what it was before I even bought it. It's the description is whimsical fantasy, found family. A lonely caseworker visits a secret orphanage on magical children and discovers belonging, courage, and unexpected love. Okay, so if Mars is here, Mars will be able to tell us.
What could it? What is it? We're gonna Blue's Clues, everyone. Get your guesses, everyone.
This up. Okay, so what was included in this blind date with book? Actually, this was kind of my favorite thing. And this is what really started my idea for this as a Sprints and Shopping is they included a face mask.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me, skincare while reading. I'm obsessed. I think that's great. Why I think this is a good thing is that these are the kind of things that you could, not a house, on a sea. Perhaps cerulean colored sea. What could it possibly be? But the nice thing about skincare like this is some color of blue, maybe. I love how all of these are rhyming.
Love it.
You're doing great. You can buy these in bulk on like Amazon. A lot of blind dates with the book items you can buy in bulk. And so, let's say you put up about a $30 investment to buy a bunch of bulk items, and then you're using books that you already own. At the end of the day, this is like a good kind of wide-ranging gift you could get for lots of people and without breaking the bank. So we've got skincare, a face mask. We have a little anatomically incorrect, I'm assuming, skeleton. Because again, this was a horror shop. I don't know, it might glow in the dark. I'd have to test that out. We have a little Halloween pencil. I would not do a pencil. I would put in a pen because my thing is like, if you're going to give a pencil like this, it needs to be sharpened. Don't give someone a chore. Yeah. You're giving them a gift,
Or include the sharpener.
Or include a sharpener. Exactly. Yeah. But I do like that it's themed, and I think it'd be cool to like, you can buy pencils in bulk with all different kinds of decorations on them. And then you can kind of pick the pencil that matches the vibe of the book. So like,
is that one of those plastic wrapped ones, or is it like in the wood? Does that make sense?
Oh, this is in the wood.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
The plastic wrapped ones.
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Then lots of stickers. Another thing that you can really buy in bulk. And if you were going to do this as a bulk gift, I would recommend going on Amazon and getting like bulk reader themed stickers. So that way they can be applied to any book that you're giving versus like, obviously this was a horror store. So even though the house on like this book is not a horror book, all the stickers are horror related, but that's okay. I love this also, a tea bag. So that way you can have a cup of tea while you're reading the book. Another thing that you can buy in bulk, if you have your favorite kind of tea, you can just buy one box of it and put one tea bag into every blind date, or you could buy a variety pack based off of the people that you're getting books for. Like for example, I can't be given a tea with like a peach tea, right? So maybe variety pack is good because you can account for allergies. This like is a really weird sticker.
Oh,
like that one.
Big Brother.
Yeah. Oh, and then, okay, so this is also, but this is more reader vibes too, which I think is cute. Read
Does
books.
it say stay woke?
It's stay weird. Sometimes stay weird.
Also stay woke. That's funny. I was like, iconic, honestly.
And then I loved this too, a little sweet treat along with the tea, a little piece of candy. And then this is fun too, a little notepad.
Oh.
And then I believe that's it. I also love the way that this is wrapped, where it creates pockets that you can stick the items in. And then I would also include in this, if you were doing this for friends and family, putting in a little handwritten note about why you picked this book for them. Or if you want to take it one step further and your family member and they won't mind this, I would write that note on the inside flap of the book because I think that makes it so personal, and then they can't lose it, right? Because, let's say they decide not to read it immediately, but they read it next year, and then they don't remember why you picked this book out for them if you write the note on the inside flap of the book. But let's open it up. Wouldn't it be such a gag if it wasn't?
That'd be hilarious. That'd be honestly good for the bit.
It is. It is. The house in the Cerulean Sea. And it's actually a different edition than the one I have because it's got this like extra inside flap, which is so fun. A New York Times and USA Today bestseller. Look at that.
Nice.
By TJ Klune. And let's see, there's another thing that fell out that was in here. Oh, it's just another like spooky sticker. So
cute.
Let's go ahead, ladies. How would you rate this blind date with a book?
What's the scale?
Yeah, okay, yeah. What's the rubric?
Create your own.
Okay. I would give it, well, I haven't read the house on the Cerulean Sea, so I don't know if the tea or the aloe mask like connect to it. Mm-hmm. So for that reason, I would give it something lower, like maybe a 7.
Totally. Katie Ann.
I think I would give it, I feel very similarly. However, I do think the description is really good. And I like, because sometimes they just like put like, and this is fine, just putting like a vague genre of just like, romance. I like they put whimsical fantasy, that kind of vibe. I like that on the outside and the way they describe the thing. Like, obviously we knew exactly what book it was, but sometimes you don't actually want your date to be blind. Sometimes you do want to know what it is.
Well, even on a normal blind date, people will be like, oh, this person's great. This is their job. This is what they do. Like you don't go in fully blind. So
I like to go in blind to books. I'm like fully blind with books, at least. Like I don't read synopses. But I do like the way they've described it. I think it's a good description and I liked it. So I think I will give it an 8.
Okay. I think I'm more Devashia's level where I give it a 7 because it's the first blind date with a book I ever purchased that had all the extra accoutrement. And so like already all blind dates with a book are already 5 and above because I think it's fun. I think as a concept, it's fun. Like if it's wrapped up and it's a secret and it's a present, you're already intriguing me. But I think this is becoming a bigger trend where it's not just about the book being wrapped up, but it's about all the extra goodies too, because ever since I purchased that, I now see it everywhere. And I have since seen blind dates with a book that I think are executed better where, and to be fair, I appreciate that all of these things are horror themed, except for this is like not horror themed at all, but all these things are horror themed because it's a horror themed bookshop, but I would much more appreciate things that were themed for the book, as you guys were mentioning. But I love the skincare element. I love that it's like activities to do with the book, like while you're reading the book. I think that's super fun. I love this. It's like me buying my brother-in-law a book about cars, but with an aloe face mask. Look, guys need skincare. Have you seen how crusty they are? It's true.
So true.
Yeah.
Also, who cares? You can read his book about cars and also have great skin.
Yeah.
Wendy night in. He's enjoying many things.
Exactly. Wendy says there's a sequel and I still need to get it. Totally. I would add a bookmark. Exactly. Who doesn't like a good bookmark? Socks and a Toblerone. I agree with Sasha where I like that they included a sweet treat. I would have also loved a salty treat. I'm like a both kind of person, like maybe a little tiny bag of chips. Actually, one of the places that we went, it was a build your own blind date with a book, which is where I got the idea for this expensive shopping.
Oh, I like that.
Depending on how much you paid, you could either pay $20 and you got the book and you got like the like stickers and a pencil and stuff like that. But if you paid $30, you also got a pair of fuzzy socks and a blanket, like a fuzzy blanket. I know, which I thought that was extra. But I really appreciated that. So we're going to jump into our next sprint really quickly, but Devesha, what is like your ideal blind date with a book?
Ooh, okay. I would say something with like maybe a small packet of scented like hand cream. So like getting the scent related to the book theme or whatever. Yeah, a snack maybe. I agree with you on like having a combination of salt and sweet tea. Sweet tea? Sweet?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
A bookmark, of course. But you know what? Let's transform the world of bookmarks. It should be a bookmark that can turn into a sticker.
Okay. Because you want it to be useful for like multiple purposes.
Yeah.
Right, that's fair. Sorry.
Maybe a little tiny highlighter or like
the tabbies. That'd be good. A tabs for the book.
Yeah, another blind date with a book that I got had, instead of like a little notepad, it had little page flags. So you could mark the book, and it had a pen instead of an unsharpened pencil, which I thought was good. This is another thing that I think could be like super extra. If you weren't doing this in bulk, if you were only going to get this like as a gift for 1 or 2 people, because this would be like a lot of extra effort, but also I think would be so considerate and lovely, is a little picture of a QR code that takes them to a Spotify playlist that you like curated for reading the book.
I was thinking about this.
Yeah, I think that would be a great a feature, because I love reading to intentional music.
Yes, I love it.
How about you, Katie? Would there be anything that you would add to Devesha's hoard or mine?
I think I would love a blind date with a book that had a bunch of bath themed items. So like it was supposed to be like for taking a bath. Like if there was like a tiny candle, if there was like a little packet of Epsom salts or like a bubble bath thing, little things like that to like, make your bubble bath smell really nice. Cause I like to read in the bath. I agree with the hand cream, just creating an ambiance. I love the QR code thing. I think it'd be also fun if like someone had made like a, like those fireplace ambiance things, but like it's themed to your book.
Oh, yeah. Olive Garden.
Yeah, like Olive Garden. Oh my God, so true. Like if it took you to those things, and like they had made it or something, like so that, and like it's longer. It's longer than like a Spotify playlist to read a book, unless your Spotify playlist is like 10 hours long. But you can make the video 10 hours long. So I like that idea as well of like multiple things. So fuzzy socks, stuff like that. I love a bath themed one as a girl who loves a bath.
Absolutely. I love it. Awesome. Okay, I'm just going to go through the
essential oil.
Oh, essential oil.
That's a good one. Yeah. All right. So Lynn is letting us know that there's no aloe face mask featured in House in Cerulean Sea. So, but maybe some tea though. But they would use it if it was in there, I think is what.
But would they use it?
Oh, would they use it? They do, but
they do need the face mask.
Oh,
the men.
The men. That's fair. And Mullen is excited that we're doing gift help. It's not so much gift help. I'm just recommending people that the main gifts you give this year are blind dates with a book, because I think that they are very touching gifts that may require a little bit of time, but you can do on a dime, especially if you're giving books that are already part of your library. Like, for example, one of the books that I want to read before the end of this retreat is called The Murderbot Diaries or something like that, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the book that I'm going to give to my brother-in-law, and I'm just going to give him the book that I have. I'm not going to buy a new version of the book to then give him a brand new version of the book, because I'm going to make. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm doing this for Christmas, everybody. There's an Icelandic tradition where you give someone a book and a thing of chocolate on Christmas Eve, and then you all read it together. You all read together on Christmas Eve, or maybe on December 23rd. I forget which one, but one of those. And so I will be doing that this year, and I'm going to turn them all into blind dates with a book and pick like things for them. So
That's cute.
Mullen says, my mother-in-law always gives me such nice gifts, and every year I get her a new different gin bottle. Sorry, she loves gin, but I'd love to add something new, different this year. Give her a book, blind date with a book and a bottle of gin. Like, seriously, like.
Could you get her like a how to make your own gin book?
That's
and
true.
then you blind date with a book it, and then with some ingredients for how to make her own gin. I don't know. Can you make your own gin?
Yeah, I think you can. They make some little kits,
like a kit thing.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun. Of like, and then that's like your package with the thing is the how to make gin book. Thank you. So there you go. That's for free. You have that one for free.
Paul says, I give my brother a book every year to read together. My love languages. Let's buddy read this. That's so cute. And Wendy has an idea for a brand. She says, make a face mask that's called Tar and Grime, or one that the bottom part looks like a beard. That's funny.
Wendy, you got $1 million idea, girl.
That's a really good idea. All right. Let me pick up our next timer. And we're going to jump into another 45-minute sprint, because I'm trying to help Katie Ann meet her goals. And then we will end, because this is going to be our last sprint. And we will end the stream with seeing how everybody did. And also, everybody think of what your like sugar plum fairy like wish gift from Santa is this year. Like, if you could have anything, but it has to be like an actual tangible item, because there are some things like you can't like be like, I wish I had self-confidence, like you can't ask for that.
I wish I had the moon.
Yeah, for that you need the Wizard of Oz. Where this is something Santa could get you. Okay. All right, let me add this to the stage. And
getting rich from turnips on Little Stinzy. Interesting.
Should we just watch that instead?
Yeah, let's just watch her Twitch stream.
She'd probably take that down, honestly. She'd probably Adriana, yoga with Adriana.
Oh my God. Wow.
All right. Happy sprinting, everybody.
You're muted, my darling.
I was saying, all right, friends. Oh, we lost a great fight. Oh, no, we didn't. She's just in the background. Got it.
We did lose her computer. It did die.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well, great. How did you do on that sprint? I see you're reading.
I got to page 27, so.
Gotcha.
19 pages? That's 8.
Katie Ann, how did you do?
I did okay. I finished a chapter and I written, hold on. So I'm to 420 words. It's kind of it's slower going today, which is okay. But yeah, I'm just kind of easing into a new chapter. We've had a little bit of a, it's not a time skip, but we've moved a month forward, and we're getting into the action. So it's just trying to see how much I want to actually describe and then get into what I'm actually going to write. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I, on my email, again, we started the day with, what did I say? 345 unread emails and 500 and a high in the 500s of just emails in the inbox that even that they'd been read, they weren't sorted. Mm-hmm. And now I am down to 3 unread emails and 7 unsorted emails total in the inbox.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. How fun.
Yeah. And to me, and everything that the 7 that are still in the inbox and the 3 that are unread, they're basically things that I could sort them, but I want them front and center just as they're kind of to-do list items for me. So I'm not going to sort them just yet. So I'm feeling very good about that. And I feel like an excellent use of my digital time.
I love it.
And awesome. So I'm going to pose our final question to you for this Sprints and Shopping vibe. Devesha, what is your sugar plum fairy wish list item for the holiday season?
A piano.
Oh, what kind of piano?
A grand one.
A grand piano. You should come to Dallas. We have a grand piano you can play.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Why do you want a piano? Do you want to learn? Do you know how to play piano?
I want to learn. Okay. But never tried.
Because you know how to play guitar, right?
Mm-hmm. My sister had a keyboard when she was a kid, but she was a kid, so it was gross.
Miranda says, oh, a piano would go so well in the estate.
So true. That'd be iconic.
Katie Ann, what
is it? I don't know, going to a tennis tournament or something, maybe Roland Garros, Australia, or
some nice tickets. That's a good one.
Nice tickets, or tickets to go to the Las Vegas Grand Prix or something like that.
That is a big one. That's an awesome one. What would I like for Christmas? I mean, actually, I would love specifically clothing from this one specific ski store called Gorsuch, and the clothing is so exquisite, and it's meant for the ski season, and it's all natural fibers and just beautiful handcrafted stitching and everything like that. So I would love a full ski suit from Gorsuch.
Nice.
All right. And I posed the question to the chat, and I think a lot of people have been answering it. Jessica says this immediately, I think, talking about the, because I think this was commented right before the sprint started, and talking about the blind dates with the book session that we did. Jessica says, this immediately gave me ideas for my sisters. Both are avid readers and writers. One is a published romance novelist. Jessica, drop a link in the promo board. Hello.
Janet Berry, you know her. Well, I don't know her, but I follow her.
Oh my God. I don't
Janet
fake
Berry.
fan. I'm a fake fan. My apologies. So Jessica's writing this down. Jessica, let us know if you do end up doing it. I would love for people to post pictures of the blind dates of the book, of blind dates with the book that they make in the crafting corner, because I will try and do the same, because I'm really going to try and make them cute. Jessica says, if I could genuinely have anything at all, his Christmas, I think I'd ask for a new PC. Mine is on its last leg, but PCs are expensive. I think asking for a computer for Christmas is a great idea. And a lot of times there are pretty decent deals around Black Friday and Cyber Monday and stuff. So keep an eye on keep an eye on it. I love this. Anna Robbins really wants a bucket hat. Do you have?
So cute in a bucket hat, Anna.
You would be really cute in a bucket hat. I mean, Anna would be cute in anything. Like I said, Anna's profile picture is the kind of picture that you look at and you fall in love with. So I just a little bucket hat on top. That'd be so cute. Do you have a specific brand or are you just like any bucket hat? Specifically the bucket hat from Harriet the Spy? Like what bucket hat? Amanda says, wait, so weird. A YouTube setup like a short? Yeah.
Yep.
Just playing around. Katie, by the way, I don't know if you see this, but you are cut halfway off on the short. You need to move over.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Your like face is like bisected. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Now
I can't see the picture then.
That's okay.
You can't see the picture at all.
No, exactly. That's why I'm like offended.
On the short, you can't see her at all.
No, that's why I'm like,
Your shoulder. You're not even in it. Like you're not like the people watching on the short. Like Wally's shoulder, talking to his shoulder. Miranda said, "I'm late because I saw the thumbnail earlier and thought my ad blocker had turned off."
That's so funny.
That's very funny.
No, just the troublemakers causing trouble.
Molly says, if I could have anything for Christmas, it would be a few days alone at an Airbnb/hotel. Love David, but damn, I'd love to be able to write without interruption. Or Miss Rachel, we get it. Yep. We get it. Wendy says, pie in the sky, crazy pants, indulgent want that Santa could give. A house in the Cerulean Sea, cabin by the ocean, or in the mountains, somewhere I could go whenever I really needed solitude. Oh, they are pretty elite. I will say that. It is like such a privilege to have that. Wendy says, I finished line editing a chapter. Very nicely done. Also, yes, also piano. Can Santa bring me 2 gifts? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Lon says, if I could have anything, I'd like to get all the works needed in the house paid for. Oh, like a home reno. Wall repairs, staircase to the bedroom repairs, replacing the carpets, and even adding the dormer roof. Oh, that's great.
Nice. Yeah.
Sasha says Las Vegas Grand Prix is my wish list item for sure.
You and me, Sasha. You and me.
Jessica says, I got 222 words for that sprint. Loved on my cat. He's a boo-boo and is so clingy right now.
Is he okay?
Oh yeah, give us an update. Miranda says Morgan Riddle really sold me on the Mexico City Grand Prix or the Melbourne Grand Prix next year. Wait, no, Spa. Okay, I'm done. I am so funny because Katie Ann has note cards downstairs with different places in which races happen, and I saw that one of them was Spa, and I was like eyeballs. I was like, what Spa?
Unfortunately, I don't think there's a spa near Spa.
That's false.
Which is sad.
And I'm gonna say,
I know. Well, Spa is literally like the race that's in the middle of nowhere. Like it takes like from like the place that like most people stay in hotels and stuff. It's like a 45-minute shuttle ride to the actual circuit.
Where is it?
Belgium.
Belgium. Sasha, why is that the one you finished on?
Well, it's really beautiful, and our favorite driver, is historically also very good at Spa. So high chance of seeing a win. Theoretically,
Amanda. Maybe. What I believe is going on is that because I think you sent this from your phone, you are only in the chat. You are only seeing the people who are doing phone chats, the live chat for the vertical. And we are also streaming normally on the YouTube channel as well. And so that's where a lot of the other comments are coming from, is people putting it in the chats on the actual, not that you're not in the actual live, but they're just 2 different lives. And so you're only seeing the comments that are coming in on your vertical live, I guess.
But we have all the comments.
Molly says, what sucks is my husband's family had a gorgeous cabin in the woods and they sold it 5 years ago. Now it's a hideous Airbnb. That's
Molly.
Oh, no. Okay, people are saying that Wallissimo would like Spa. If Spa got a spa, I'd be there. Let me know when Spa gets a spa. Okay.
Oh, we'll get on that.
Jessica says he's okay. He scratched his chin open and had to go to the vet to make sure it wasn't infected. And he's super dramatic about the vet.
Oh, poor baby.
Excuse me. I think it's Spa in the way that Bath is Bath. Spa. Okay, Bath has baths. Bath is not false advertising. Bath has baths. So does Spa have baths? Like, are there like tubs and like pools and heated water, medicinal water?
Spa is known for its water.
Oh, Spa is known for its water, which I find disgusting. Maybe is Spa where Spa comes from? Is Spa the original Spa?
Oh.
Is it? I mean,
the root word.
Is it? Yeah, like old school mineral springs. Okay, I'll go find it. Like it has very specific taste and I hate it. I'm here for real now. Much better. Oh, thank you. There you go, Amanda. Welcome. Yeah, it has mineral springs. All right. Does anybody want to get in one final little tidbit? Sorry, it's a truncated thing, but we are all currently on a writing retreat and I don't want us to spend too much time virtual because I'm supposed to be also on an internet detox. So
Yeah.
I'm, get your last minute. I don't know. Does anybody have any last minute Christmas or like gift ideas that they just want to throw out? Because my big Goop gift idea this year was blind date with a book. Katie Ann, do you have a Goop gift idea?
Do I have a good
A jade egg for Kegels or something like that?
What?
You know the jade eggs that people put up in their coochies.
Okay, I think it's time to end the stream.
That's like a thing that you can buy on Goop is a jade egg.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Goop is the connection.
Okay.
I'm so lost.
Because when you say Goop, I think of Goop dress. Our Goop.
No, I'm
My
thinking,
real Goop.
but like Gooptress is like the shadow spirit of Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. That's what I've always thought.
About Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, so I was so confused because I thought you were just bringing it up randomly, but now I understand the connection now. That's why I was like, this is so
No, because
because
Goop,
out of pocket.
because Gwyneth Paltrow always does the Goop gift guide. That's what I
Yes.
was referencing.
Okay,
Not
okay.
our Goop.
See, I don't really pay attention to Gwyneth Paltrow, so when you say Goop gift guide, I am just only thinking of the reference of your Goop gift guide.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine. It was a funny interaction. It was a hilarious interaction. I loved it. I don't think I have any. I am so bad at gift giving. I am like the worst gift giver in the world. So I don't know.
I have never done the Blue Lagoon. I have gone to Thermal Springs though, and that's a fun fact. Currently a scene in the book. We'll see if it sticks around. Yeah. Devesha, how about you? Any Goop gift guide vibes?
No.
I already had mine, which was giving Mullen's mother-in-law gin.
Mom already gives her gin.
The gin making kit.
The gin making kit. That's fair.
Gem painting, that's a great activity.
Oh, gem painting, guys. I've gotten Katie Ann on the gem painting train and it's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
You also could buy people like a gem painting and then give them Audible credits as well. To like
that's a blind date with a book.
There you go. Blind date with a book and a gem painting.
And that's so good. That's
there you go.
Actually we're ending on that. That was so good. Bye everybody.